Hi, Chad here with Purple Car Life. In this video I'm going to show you how to complete assembly on the Toro Power Max. This particular one is the heavy duty 828 OAE. And if you watched the previous video you'll see that I got this. It came on the back of the semi-truck from Toro because we partnered with Toro. But in this video I'm going to show you, if you didn't buy this at a box store where it's already fully assembled and ready to go, maybe you bought it and it came on a skid like mine. So I'm going to show you how this goes together if you receive it like this. Now of course I've already removed the big skid, and the only loose pieces are these two rods. So the instructions and I think all of the hardware are going to be inside this yellow kit that is cinched onto the bar. Alright, so let's see what's in this bright yellow bag so that we didn't miss it. Warranty and instructions. And nuts and bolts. So these look like pretty good instructions, no words, just step-by-step procedure, and it doesn't look too hard to do. I looked ahead at the instructions and I brought over everything I think we're going to need. Just a 1/2 inch wrench, a 7/16 inch wrench, some 5W30 motor oil, a small funnel, and a rag. The first thing we're going to do is going to need the 1/2 inch wrench. And in the hardware kit, there are a couple of these longer bolts, some rounded washers, and some lock nuts that all go together. That's what holds the handle upright. Put the bolt through, the rounded washer on, the locking nut. We're going to tighten up all 4 of these now because the top ones weren't entirely tight. Now we'll do this side. For those of you who are newer to the channel, you may not know, we live in northwest Pennsylvania. We actually live in the snow belt of Lake Erie, on the lower section of that snow belt. So we do get a decent amount of snow each winter. The Farmer's Almanac and the weather predictors are predicting that we will have a cold winter this winter and a wet winter, which to me means lots of snow. So we'll find out, but I've always used the snow plow on the 4-wheeler to clear our driveway. We do have a very long driveway. We have sidewalks, and then I also try to keep paths cleared out back when the snow gets really thick so that all of our Great Dane can go out back and do her business. Once it gets too thick, she won't go out, and then we have to shovel a path. So this will be really helpful for that. And I'll be doing future videos, several videos on this machine, review of it, overview of the features and benefits. What I hope is that just because I got a snowblower doesn't mean that there won't be any snow this winter. And I'd like to do a video on, for those of you that don't know, we have a very long driveway that is a gravel driveway. So I'd like to do some experiments. How does this snowblower work on a gravel driveway? We have the large gravel, so we'll have to do some testing there. All right, step 1 is complete. I wish I would have done this before I pushed this the whole way down the driveway. Okay, step 2 is the drive connection rod. That's going to be one of these 2 two rods. We're going to use the rod that has the bend in it with the cotter pin. I've done some investigating, and in order to make this easier, I have moved the drive knob all the way to as far fast forward as it will go, because that allows it to stick out further in the bottom. So first we're going to take the pin out of the angled section of this rod, put it through here, reconnect the pin. And then right here is where the top of that goes through. So we're going to pull the pin out, leave one washer behind, one washer in the front, and put the pin back through. And now we've connected the drive control of the snowblower. So move the camera back so you can see what happens. When you move this knob, you can see that rotates that. Now there is some adjustment on here, so in the first time we use it, we'll figure out if this needs any adjustment, but we'll leave it as they had it set from the factory for now. Now, like I said, these are really good illustrated instructions. So the next step is we take the other bar that was included, and we're going to put it into this part of the chute. You can see it's going to connect here to the quick stick, so that'll be good. And we're going to use our remaining hardware to attach these two things and this clip that holds the cord. So there's 3 7/16 bolts and nuts. We're going to start with the quick stick attachment first. You want to put these bolts through. You want to have this bar in so that it's a little bit of an angle to the right hand side so that the quick stick control goes on the left. And then we're going to feed the bolt through from left to right. Go ahead and put the second bolt through. You can wiggle the quick stick until you get that bolt through. Get the nut on. This one's going to go to clip the cord onto there. Like I said, this is a 7/16 inch nut. Assembly of this is not difficult at all. Just takes a couple tools and not long. I've been moving the camera around, and this is still going pretty quickly. I want to make sure you get the squared end of the bolt seated so that when it tightens, it's holding it in there. We'll see if when there's any vibration, if they loosen up, we'll check them after the first couple times. But these bolts, these nuts are the kind that have the nylon or the locking portion to them, so they should stay in place. That is pretty amazing. I'll back the camera up so you can see. It's pretty awesome how that quick stick works. You just push down on the blue part and raise and lower the chute. Left and right changes your direction that you're shooting the snow. This is going to be a lot of fun this winter. So when this came, this piece was on here, The instructions say it actually goes between the two sets of bolts. So we'll put it there and clip it. And then the next step is checking the oil and filling if necessary. So that's what our rag's for. Pull the dipstick out. It looks like it's already got oil in it, at least some oil. So we'll clean the dipstick. It's perfect. No need in this particular case to add any oil. I'm going to wipe up these couple drips that I dropped. Now, if you did need to add oil, you'd want to use a small funnel. Use a small funnel that would go down in that tube. Add a little bit of the 5W30 motor oil. Keep checking it. It says in the instructions to wait 3 minutes to let the oil settle and then check it again. But mine came at the perfect level with the break-in oil. We'll do the break-in period and then we'll replace that oil. So that's it. Assembly of this Toro Power Max was just that easy. It took me under a half an hour, and that's even with moving everything around. It was an easy and quick process, and I can't wait to give this thing a try. So stay tuned in future videos when we do the first startup of this, and then once we get the first snow, we'll do the first try snow blowing. If you like videos like this, click that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and click the like button and comment below. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you the next time.